Emma, get the fuck out of my room.
Don't wanna be an American idiot. Don't want a nation under the new media. It get you with the
You're
sound of
cruel.
hysteria.
You're heartless. You're mean.
Let's all
fucking
give it a
shit.
like fuck America. Welcome to a new kind of tension all across the alien nation. Everything is amazing.
Somebody who's got fucking get up!
You never said
Let me take their place. I want you to fuck with me. No, I want you to fuck with me, Marty. I've been trying to help me.
Well, maybe I'm the faggot.
And y'all been fucking saying shit about us. Good afternoon, everybody. I decided to come on for just a little bit. I said this many times, and I'm going to say it again because I don't want to sound mean or resentful or anything like that. Number one, I have never asked for money. Every time somebody donates money, I try to give it back. If you come on my channel, you buy membership, that's your fault, not my fault. You have a membership and you bought it, I can't do anything about it. There's people that wants to become members of my group, but because of the trolls joining, I close off membership. I'm not doing that now. But if you're joining, you're donating the money to St. Jude's Hospital when it comes through. Okay, it's not going to me. Never has. The second thing is, I am not asking for money. That's part of being monetized. You've got to put up something. But every time I do and get good people in here, the trolls come in here and they buy a monitor, a membership. I get with YouTube and they say, well, we'll close off your membership. We'll reimburse them their money. And they have every time. People are saying they haven't. The ones I had up to 8 members at one time, which is okay. And I have 3 of them now. 2 of them doesn't mind. That once they learn, the 3rd member came up. Well, Kate, you know what? I don't care if you're a member or not. I'm going to report. You're harassing me, bullying me. I do not want you in my room. Bye. So you just spent your money for nothing. I do not want people paying money to be in my group. I do not want super chats or anything that you have to spend your own money on. People, keep your money for yourself. Keep your money for what you need or a family member needs or the homeless. I don't want your money. We don't need the money. I got monetized because my cousin was sitting here, saw I had made 1,000 subscribers while I was having cancer surgery on my kidney, and monetized me. I have returned everything. The only money I make is from my shorts or views or anything like that, and it doesn't even stay in my pocket. It goes through PayPal and it goes to St. Jude's. And people have said I've lied about that. I've taken my bank statement and took my account number off. I did PayPal and even the letter from St. Jude's thanking me for the donation. The trolls won't believe it. Now, I appreciate the donation that was given today through PayPal. $500 is a lot of money. I returned it. I didn't even put it in my account. I got with PayPal and I told them I deny that money because I didn't know what person it was from. Could be a troll. Could be a legit donation. Give that $500 to St. Jude's or another nonprofit organization that helps kids who are sick. The Wish Foundation, something. I don't want your money. And I've told you that over and over and over. I do not want your money. And because of Kate Waxy and Castle Deluxe, I will be getting with YouTube again and taking membership off. Actually, I'm thinking about taking the monetization off anyhow. And I'm going to be working on that in the next few days with YouTube to do that. I do not want your money, people. I don't care if it's a penny. Keep your hard-earned money. How many times I have to tell y'all that? We don't need it. And we tell you, if you have this person that sent me $500 through PayPal, guess what? Keep it for yourself. If you're that rich, help the poor. Donate it to an organization that's going to do good for senior citizens, the sick, children. What about a veteran that has medical bills way over what the VA is going to pay? Help them buy medication or supplies. Help a food bank. Donate it to a food bank to where people can get food. I don't want your money. Never have, never will. I need money. I will make money. I'll sell a lot of my epoxy. I go to different places, or I get the emails. If I put up pictures, I get emails saying, hey, I want to buy this, this, and this. We're not here for your money. And let me ask you something. Kate Waxy, you got thrown out of my room last night. And I told you never come back. There's another one. Let me see. Well, you've been on for a long time. But I know what, who and what you are. I'm going to ask for that to be removed too. Y'all are trolls. Sorry. Bye. So y'all are paying money. Do you know that I don't get all the money? I only get 60%. 40% goes to YouTube. So you're paying YouTube. And I will be canceling the membership now. And everybody will get their money back. Don't. I don't want your money. I don't need it. I'm not poor. I'm far from being poor, no matter what the trolls say and do. And all they're doing is they're doing that thinking that I'm going to do, a private membership video. I've already talked to YouTube about it. And I told the bot or whoever I was talking to, I'm not putting up any videos or anything because of the trolls. And they said, well, I didn't say this or I didn't say that. They sure did. And we've got proof of it. And I'm tired of showing proof. I'm tired of being harassed and doxxed and everything else. I'm not doing nothing to these people. I said their names today because they went ahead and became members. And while I am talking to you, I am getting on my account. Let's see where I go for that. My studio, I guess. I forgot how to do that. Okay, earnings. Memberships. It says that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 memberships. Well, guess what? Oh, Kate Lover is a Wolf member from 7 days ago. Well, you know what? Memberships are gone. Okay. I'm trying right now to find out how to cancel out the memberships. Wow, you know what? Out of all those membership, I would only make $14.53. See, it's not worth it, people, to join as members. It's not. And, you know, I just don't want to be bothered. I have 2 good people in here that I know. The others I don't know. Let's see. How do I add? Oh, levels. Okay, how about this? Edit. How about delete? Delete the level. There we go. Edit. Delete the level. Edit. Delete the level. So you will be getting your money back. I'm not wanting any of this. Hey, Wednesday. I just feel like I'm doing this because I want to do it and I want to feel good. Yeah, I'll make a little bit of money, but I'm not going to make money off of the trolls. That's a lie, you know. I mean, I make a little bit of money every month. Yeah. Welcome into the room, Wednesday. I decided to do it like this because I didn't want to get online, and I know that Oracle and Chris is hurting. Chris said he'd still come in. I don't want people to hurt and be in here. I'm hurting enough. But it's total harassment. So I am getting with YouTube and see if I can't go ahead and demonetize. I mean, you know how much I get? I get about $30 a month. I'm not into doing all this other stuff. It takes me 3 months to get $100, if not 4. But the money does go to St. Jude's Hospital. Also, disabled veterans. It goes through PayPal. When I get my money from Adware or whatever it's called, it goes through PayPal. It's automatically every third of the month it's being donated. So I'm really not getting the money. So y'all are really paying for St. Jude's. But it's the idea that I can't have nothing private because of what they're doing. If I would want a private session and want you in it, I have to make it all totally private, and I have to invite y'all, give y'all the things, the URLs. But you know what? Some of them knows how to break and hack into it, and they get it anyhow. So nothing's really private. I'd rather go on Zoom and invite y'all into my Zoom than anything else. And the lies, they switch it over and over. That's fine. But I'm not going to let them harm people by becoming members. No, that's not Wednesday. It's not the money. It's them harassing, stalking, bullying. That's what they do. And I've got 6 names down for Kate where she's come in. I blocked her. I blocked her when Chris and I was on. How did she become a member if she's blocked? So that's something else I want to ask you too. If we block them, and we block them on Google, we block them on YouTube, how in the world are they doing this? I'm not going to allow it. And today I'm hurting enough. I'm exhausted enough. I've been praying a lot. I poured some epoxy, which I shouldn't have. But whoever this person is, to just donate $500 to me. That, yeah, I noticed. One small one, yeah. You know what? I want to go camping so bad. And we have a little camper and we have a generator and all that. And we can bring my dogs, you know. Oh, a shooting star. Did you make a wish, sis? Did you make a wish? I hope you did. Daddy always told me, my grandfather always said, if you're looking up in the sky and you see a shooting star, make a wish. It'll always come true. And so far, everyone I've seen, and I haven't seen many, my wishes have come true. Oh, wives' tale? Maybe. Maybe not. Who knows? We don't know what the universe, what God or anything has to do with any of that. You know, it just upsets me a little bit that people has to be so dirty. Right. You know, Wolf had walked out and I was checking PayPal because y'all, if y'all have HP ink printers, don't join their ink club. You can never get out of it. And I had canceled my membership in it. They still started taking money out, money out, money out. I've got 5 boxes of ink cartridges that I'm not even using. Then the other day I went to use my printer and it wouldn't let me print. They had shut down from their office to my printer, not to let it print because I wouldn't pay that 68 something. But they took it out anyhow. So there's a big old fraud going on with HP inkjet printers, inkjet ink, whatever it's called. Instant ink. There you go. HP instant ink. Thank you, Wolf. Y'all be careful. I'm about, if you want, we're going to go on live after the 1st. I got a lot of stuff too. It will, but you can't. I've put it like only making like $1 off of each item. Because there's so many people that does that. And then you just moved. So you're not really known. But I sell a lot. And I try to make it up. And, you know, every once in a while people will come and pick it up here. It's harassment. Yeah. They want to be better than you are. They think they're better than you are. It's hard. It really is hard. But what I'm doing is I'm taking pictures and I'm putting them on the internet and I make little videos and put music or whatever to it. And I am getting orders. I actually turned down a couple of $1,000 order because my health, I just can't do it. I'd have to hire somebody to come in and help and teach them. And I'm just too tired. My muscles in my hands and my joints and stuff are just, between the cancer and the spinal column injury, and not the spinal cord, the spinal column. And with all the trash going on, like you saw last night, there's some legal things going on too. I have this thing with the CPAP company, Phillips. I found out for August and September, it's easier to sell things for Halloween than it is towards the end of October or the middle of, or beginning of October. For Christmas, things start selling in August and September. If you're on Facebook, get on your marketplaces. That's where I sell a lot at. I'm trying to make a collection of things before I go into sell, because when I sell, I want to do it like from 10 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And there's 2 or 3 people that's already wanting to come in that will bring their own buyers with them. Okay? So Wednesday, I'll let you know, because Oracle will be in on it. I think Randy is supposed to be in on it. I'm not sure. I had suggested it to her. Yeah, that's the same here. Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, the craft shows and farmer market. Those are another ones on Saturdays. You get there in the morning, you set up, and they go until about noon or 1 o'clock. Get with the churches. They don't mind if you're a member of the church or not. $30, $35, and you get a 10 by 10 area. And they will sell crafts for you, because those that goes to these craft shows are crafters themselves. They know what goes into items and stuff like that. Or they know after the first or second time you go what you have, and they expect you to be there. Oh yeah, that's just like the ones after me. I use the word man loosely, because none of them are respecting anybody, so they can't respect themselves, but they are showing what kind of people they are. I'd love to show you what I've got. Okay, I'm going to raise this up a little bit. I'm going to have to turn it on side. Let me see if I can raise this a little bit. Oh, and I'm hurting, so excuse that. Okay. This is, well, if I can show it, it's a pyramid, and you put a tea light in it. It's beautiful. Now, Wednesday, what I did here is I had a little bit of glitter of this. So this I attached, and it has the bottom. And actually, you take this off. You can actually put a tea light in here, a real tea light, nothing bigger, or one of the little, let's see where my little battery light at. I had it earlier. And it's going to be like that. Now, I don't show my face, and I don't show, they say, this and that. And what they do is they, there it is. They will zoom in and fake something and add it to it. And that's why I don't do that no more. Okay. So here we go. There's one of the little lights, and you can see. So you can put, and they have one of these that are a little bit shorter than the other, just in case you put a tea light in here, a real one. But see, they'll make a night light. Now that's a little bit of this glitter, a little bit of that, whatever I had left, I put it in a big jar. And then if somebody wants this, but more purple, I'll add the purple to it. And I have them in several colors. Then I've made keychains. Look at that. And this is showing you where I use the different colors. What did I just drop? Oh, okay. I'll pick them up. Just different colors that I just kind of mix together. Say this is a coaster, but I poured it up. I've added something. I added a keychain. They can use it, use a black marker, and they can put it as a luggage tag or anything like that. So, okay, I would have to have my daughter or husband deal with people because I just ain't good at that and usually say exactly what I am thinking. That's the way you should do, sis. No, and they're going to make the lies up as much as can be. Like yesterday, the lady that came into the room and the one that joined this morning, I caught her lying to the court. Did I go after her? No, I didn't. And she says, I have all the emails. Yeah, you have all the emails. But when you give somebody a copy of one of the emails and you said she's never gotten anything forwarded to her, and her name's the first one that's forwarded on the paper, that's perjury. And she's the one that joined today, and I'm having all that cleaned off. And I am going to take off super chats and stuff like that. Like I said, I do not know who sent $500. I won't accept it. I won't even accept a penny. Now PayPal knows they're going to set it up. They're trying to set it up, and I have to sign a paper agreement that anyone sending me money that has not ordered something and I have not sent an invoice, the money won't go through. Yeah, you can. Now, if you're in the chat and it's a friend of yours, okay, if we're in a chat, there was a lady that sent me $5. I knew her and all like that. And I said, you don't need to do that. She said, happy birthday. That was 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. So it was like a birthday gift. That I will accept, but not no more. If you want to send me a birthday gift, send me a check or something through the mail with a card. Or just send me a card saying happy birthday or on Facebook. We're not after money. We're not the scammers and the grifters and everything that everybody is saying. We've proven that over and over and over. Just like the $6,000 they claimed I stole a woman's card. I had never even met her yet. How could I have stolen her card out of her purse? So we even stayed in the same hotel room that trip. Next trip, it was going to be our anniversary. The first trip was my birthday. And we were bringing our camper again. We were going to sleep in the camper. And then I said, no, you know what? I can ask my attorney for $5,000 or $6,000 advance. He'll give it to me. And she said, no. I'll pay for everything. I said, I don't want you paying for anything. So I talked to my ex-husband and he lent us the charge card. And everywhere's but in Florida. Now, if we went to the grocery store, I could swipe the charge card, but the hotels would not take it. Anyhow, our last names were the same. I didn't have a driver's license to prove that that was my charge card. So wait a minute. Isn't that proof enough? If I would have had her charge card and had stolen that money, how did I prove I was her name? You have to show your driver's license. Being red flag. Number 2, this was said I had stolen $6,000 from months before that. Why didn't she turn it into the police? Because there was no proof. Number three is, if I had stolen, why did she want to do a double room in October when we went back? Nothing made sense. So when I found this out, I went to the police and I brought all of the records, the charge card records, our ATM records. And when we left Florida, I felt sick Wednesday. I started running fever and all that. And I was talking to her. And I told her, I said, we can't get a hotel room because my driver's license and Will's driver's license don't match the name on the card. Anyhow, it's the last name. I said, what if I call my ex-husband? Nope, I have to see his driver's license. So what we did, and she was on the phone with me. She says, well, I don't have it. I said, I'm not asking you for it. I'm telling you what we're going through to get it. So what we did is I called my ex-husband. I said, look, I got to do a Cash App forward. Hey, God believes in me. Little sister, how are you doing this afternoon? Well, God believes in me. She knows the whole truth too. So I called my ex-husband. I said, look, we got to take $200 off the card. It's going to be a cash advance. I'm going to send it to Wolf's ATM card, his Cash App, because it was $190. And here I am burning up with fever. I don't know what's wrong, because I told Wolf, either find a hotel where I can take a shower, a cold shower, and just, wait it out till I get to Lake Charles, or we need to find a hospital or urgent care, whatever. So what we did is we took the cash off the card, and it shows right where we stayed in the motel we stayed in. And then it shows that it was transferred to Wolf's card, and Wolf paid the stuff. It's all there. We didn't get money from her. And she even said many times, they never stole money from me. They never scammed me. But yet then in the next sentence, she said, but they're scammers. Well, we never scammed you, why are we scammers? So we got to the hotel and all that, and I took a cold shower, and I laid down, and I fell asleep. I took some medication. We get up early the next morning. We get to Lake Charles. I go to the emergency room, and I've got COVID. I caught COVID from the peak. He had COVID. He didn't tell us. And it was within the 14 days of us going, or 21 days, whatever the thing is. So I caught COVID from him. My immune system was so low. Hey, you know what? I get a lot of people say, I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like that. That looks too cheap. Look what I bought for $4 to help a friend out. Okay, it's a little bitty bucket. Came in like this. Look, not even glued inside. Look here. For $4. I wanted to help her, and I'm keeping it as evidence. I wanted to help her. And once I bought this one, someone else bought the other one, and they said they got theirs in the same way, but they were leaving it off the side. That was 2 years ago, in 2023. This is the first time I show it like that. That's why when I make like all the different, wait, let me fix this again. All the different things I did. You cannot please everybody. One lady, and every time I make something, like a dream catcher, like this, I'm going to show it to you. Here it is. We get on live. Here it is. Is that what you wanted? The color you wanted? Yes, no. Well, I'll make you another one. Hey, Oracle sis, how you doing? That's it. That's all we can do. I wasn't trying to build a channel. I was donating all kinds of stuff and just doing my own thing. What the troll started, other people started seeing what was what. Then they saw my after the cancer surgery and stuff, and it just started growing. I started doing the different little shorts, and I'd do a video and then put it up about doing the thing. I always show it like this and like this. Okay. And then I get permission. And God believes in me. She knows because this is what I do when she buys something. Okay. Do you like that? Do you not like it? If you don't like it, I'll make you something else. And only once have I had to really make something else because the color on the screen, it depends on what kind of screen you have, um, video camera you have. But that's pretty, all those colors, and then the feathers to go with it. So the thing is, you buy it in March, you show it on your own video screen. Oh, look what I got from La Akira. You show front and back, and you keep unpacking. Oh, this is so beautiful. Everything's okay. And you keep ordering from her. Then in October, you decide, well, I'm going to get her good. You don't wait from March to October to complain about something and tell everybody there's something on it, something not on it, whatever. A lot of things can happen between March and October. Could be your fault, could be the heat, could be anything. But it's not my fault if you show it on a live, on your own channel and say, look how beautiful. Oh, she gave me this. She's done this. She did, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's all turned around and then everybody goes after you. Now, in the past, 2023, 2024, we get a PPO against us. 2025, it's dropped. And we won. But yet they keep attacking and attacking. Now, who is it? Whose fault is that? It's not ours. Not ours at all. So, what I'm trying to say is, people, I don't want your money. I really don't. If I need money, I will ask for it, but not from you. We have good credit. I have my ex-husband. I can go to the bank and get money, a loan or a CD or whatever I need. I got several other people in my family I could ask for money, but I've never asked them for money. Only one time I asked for help from my cousin that owned a Western wear was in 2012 when our trailer burnt. Wolf lost 95% of his clothes. We went there and I told my cousin Jimmy, I said, I'm going to pay you back as soon as I get the insurance. He said, then just pay me what it cost me, $200. I said, okay. So really, I just borrowed it. I didn't actually take money from him. Okay, sis, anytime. Yeah, have a lot of stuff. Yeah. Um, Now it's a cease and desist order. It's got to stop. The lies have got to stop. And it's going to take a little while to put it because I'm paying so much a month to get the attorney paid. But other people are going after these people too. I'm like, wow. I am not going to court to testify against anybody. I just don't want to do that. I don't think it's fair. To protect myself, yeah. And this is part of, I said, if you want me to testify, you better make me a, what is it called? Hostile witness. Thank you, Wolf. Because that's the only way you're going to get me to testify anymore. A hostile witness. Unless it's exactly against me, then I'll testify. My health, I don't need it. I mean, the people that wants me to be the hostile witness don't really need me. But see, I've got the receipts. I've got all the receipts. The shipping receipts. I've got the list of everything we made, all the supplies that was bought, not only for food for the animals, but all the epoxy, the glitter, the decals, everything. The jewelry supplies, everything. Now, the only thing the cops didn't put in there was my time amount. And that's what they want me to explain to the courts. I really don't want to. I've had enough of that. I prove enough on here. I don't need that. And I'll keep telling y'all because I have people asking about this. You can't go to court and say, oh, this person says they want to oust me out of life, unless you have it where it was handwritten by me, or you could prove that I typed it and sent it to you through the mail or email. Couldn't do it. There's no proof of it. And the judge, even in the court paper, says her mind. And her son got on the witness stand and said that her mind, I guess you could say, was sort of slipping, because she was giving everybody her money on different programs, different channels on YouTube. He had to go in and stop it. That don't sound right. So it was a whole fiasco, whatever you want to call it, but we did win. And I think this is, wait, let me see if this is it. I try to keep it handy because YouTube asks for it every once in a while. Another copy of it. I just need my glasses. Okay. And then from October to February, she went in and filed 3 more complaints against me. And she lost all of those too. Okay, this is the first thing that the judge typed out. The court has reviewed the motion to showcase for violating valid personal foreign protection order filed on March 10th, 2025. And determined that none of the actions alleged in the motion constitute a violation of a personal protection order. A personal protection order cannot prohibit speech that is protected by the First Amendment of the United States. Now, we went to court in February, and she tried posting another thing in March. So when the judge said no and we won, the exemptions to the First Amendment's protection. Okay. Obscenities, defamation, fraud, inciting or producing intimate lawless actions, speech, integral, integral, to criminal conduct and truth threats. None of that was proven. Okay, then it says, the court has reviewed the contents that was available in the links provided by the petitioner, by them, and determined that the respondents' online posts do not fall within any of the recognized exclusions. Since the speech constitution activity protects by the First Amendment, it cannot be the basics of a person of the PPO violation. Therefore, the motion to show cause is denied. She lost. Okay, now it goes on to another one. I'm not reading all this. It's just repeated. One was against me and one was against Wolf. Both of them denied and canceled. This matter arises from a long-running dispute among the parties who post videos on YouTube. The parties were friends at one time. However, they had a falling out, despite both sides professing that they simply wished to be left alone. The sides is able to neither side is able to refrain from continuing this dispute by posting videos and comments about each other. Well, I asked the judge about that. He says, well, I made it equal between y'all. So says that PPO order was entered in this case on September 30th, 2024 in response to an email that was sent by Wolf and other online activities. Well, come to find out, they said it was sent through Cajun Candy. There was no email address on it, just Cajun Candy, the name. And the way it talked and everything, we had nothing against some of those. It was blurred. You couldn't hardly read it. Then the second page, they had retyped it in a bigger text and everything like that. So he said, nope. Then she kept saying that I was sending out emails to everybody to oust her life out. Judge said, do you have a copy of any of it? No, I don't. So you can't prove it. Well, they sent me emails. Where did they come from? Well, and then she named a couple of people. He said, that's hearsay. Did you get anything in the mail or through email from her personally stating this? Or from him? No. It was thrown out. Her son, and this is on the papers, I'm not going to say the name, testified that he started a YouTube channel to defend against the attacks on his mother by the couple. He states that he made videos that parody the couple and videos which contain proof of lies told by the couple. These videos include one of which the woman dressed as me during a parody skit. The man also testified that I have multiple sock accounts. That's funny that I only use this account if I have multiple, which they use to say things about the lady against the PPO. Now, they followed me into a guy's room, and I told him, I said, I won't be on tomorrow. I have court. Didn't say who, what, when, and where. She produces a letter, which is a copy. And he said, the judge says, let me see it. And he reads it. He says, there's nothing against a PPO here. She just says she's going to court. And that's mentioned in here. Now, the son testifies about his mother experiencing cognitive decline, such as memory issues and memory retention, such as she is financial vulnerable. Then it goes on to say I'm not going to dox the witnesses. A PPO order cannot prohibit speech that is protected by the First Amendment. That was enough. And then I've read that again, obscenity, defamation, and they're still doing it. The lady believes that Wolf emailed someone named SS, an alias, was a threat on her life. And analyzing whether this email constituted a true threat, the following passage, and it's instructed. And there's a big old thing on it. It is stated here, as an initial matter, the email was not sent by Wolf to the woman. The email was sent through a third party to the woman, and she does not know who it is. It makes its way to the woman through one or more third parties. The evidence adduced at trial did not establish how the woman came to be in possession of emails. Exactly how she came into the possession of the emails was not established. Reading the email and given the court's understanding of how the woman can see it as a threat in the court. And it keeps going. Therefore, it is not constituted a threat or a true threat, they said, as defined by the law. So what they're doing is they're putting all this together, they're re-saying it, renaming it, and that's what we got from the court. So now I'm having to go through, since her and her son won't leave me alone, an attorney. And I've got that dealt with too. I understand, Oracle. I put this up, and I know y'all are copying it. But the more y'all copy it, the more you put it out there, y'all are getting, I got 100 and something new subscribers this afternoon. But again, do not send me money, please. I don't want your hard-earned money. I know one person said, hey, use it, buy your coffee, whatever. I can afford my coffee, everybody. They say put it on your medical bills. The check I'm getting every month covers what the insurance don't pay. And I've just been approved for a second insurance that's going to cover all copays. Yes, I have cancer. I have spinal damage, which is damaging the rest of my body because of the nerves and the muscles and tension. I appreciate y'all wanting to help, but I'm not going to do any of this. Someone said, well, I copyrighted this name, hey, that was my name. It was already copyrighted. I don't know how. Just stupid mess like that, okay? Kara White Wolf Woman has been copyrighted since 2010. That is the name I use to publish under. That is the name I use, which is copyrighted. Oh, I can even prove it to you. Okay, I'm going to go into here. Let me just get into here real quick. Let me get into my thing and get into. Okay. This is from allpoetry.com. Now, it's changed since then. But this is to show you copyright. Lagaya Wea is stunning. So La Akira White Wolf Woman is also copyrighted. And I'm not going to get into that either. Because actually that is my email address. I'll copy my email address and it's going to show you so I'm proving some more lies that they're doing. They stole pictures out of a copyrighted book. They doxed us. We were in Wednesday's thing last night and they were doxing my home address and everything like that. It's been done so many times. But you know what? When we do it again, look, I've had this since 2006, I think, or 2005. No, before that, 2004, when the Cherokee elders came and visited me right before Mom died. They gave me the name La Akira, White Wolf Woman. And you can ask Oracle. I use that name to sign in and make my groups in Pal Talk. So none of this is new to me. The stealing and the lies and all that they're doing. It's okay. You know what? Their day's coming. And I don't mean by the good Lord. You don't attack people that are dying. You don't attack people that are mentally unstable. You don't attack people that has physical disabilities. You just don't do it. That shows you what kind of cruel people you are. What kind of mentality you have. That you have no respect for anyone. I got a message, a notice, and I clicked on it and I clicked on the thing. I counted 23 people they've attacked in the last 2 years. People who are disabled, people who are having family problems, and they're laughing at them. Turn the tables around, people. How would you like that happening to you? That's why trolls don't show their faces. That's why trolls are scaredy cats. They really are. They're cowards. That's what they are. And you know, that's freedom of speech. And I'm not naming anybody in specific. All those on TikTok and on Instagram and all that. I don't go there. I do not have and never has had an account with them. Now you might see a name or something like that. They're all fake. Because that's all they know to do. They twist and turn and do this and do that. But people, I'm telling you, if you have money, keep it for yourself. Keep it for your family or friends or donate it. I don't want your money. And I've said that over and over and over. If I want money, I'll make money. I'll put up more videos or do whatever I need to do. I'll borrow it. Or I'll call up my trust and have them send me a check. And it's so stupid that the trolls try to say this and that and that and this. Why are y'all stalking? And I keep telling people, stop sending me all this. I don't want it. But I will comment on it. But for the trolls to be all using the same pictures, come on now. That's what somebody told me. They're using the same pictures. They're using the same pictures. That means there's one or two brains in the whole group, and the others are just dumb butts that has to copy and put back up. And I will share different things I find that I think isn't interesting. They said I'm clogging up the airwaves or something like that. Why post it? Well, look what y'all are doing. You're doing worse. At least I'm putting something out that's good, informative. People are liking it. How many videos you've put up or stories or poems or something that's gotten over 7,000 views within like 20 hours? Not even a full day. Or how about like I have one and I want to make sure I want to get this correct, okay? Contents. Let's go for, let's see, I think it was a short, maybe. I would have to go to analysis, I think. Let's go lifetime, which is in the last year. Okay, in the last year from April 7, 2025, man, it went up and down. It looked like my heartbeat when it was irregular. How many of you had gotten in 3 days 28,865 views on a short? April 1st, 19,851. This is where I'm getting my subs from. April 25th, 8,265. And then it goes down 7,000. There's a lot of them with 7,000, 6,000, 5,000. These are only shorts, everybody. 1.8 million views in 365 days. And it's only showing from January 26, 2025 till today. 1.8 million views. 22.2 thousand subscribers in the last year, and that's from March 28th. So really, it's not really a year. And I hadn't even made $500 out of all that in a year. So am I looking for money? No. I don't want your money. But stop being cowards. That's all y'all are. Y'all acting like kids. And I'm not the only one y'all attacking. You've attacked Wednesday. You've attacked Oracle. You've attacked God Believes in Me. Y'all kept saying, "Oh, that's Barbara, or that's Wolf, or da 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 da." Wait, finally figured out. Somebody said, "No, that's not Wolf." And then something else. Oh, well, that's not Wolf either. It was a fake account of Wolf or something like that. They're slowly learning, but it's not sinking in. How many times does the people have to put up proof for you to understand that y'all are the liars? We're not. Just like, oh, well, my VFW thing that I went online and downloaded, and my number is on it, my membership number. You want to see to prove, I went ahead and put it on there. I took my last name off that's on the card. And actually, that's how they do now. They don't send you out a new card. You go on their site, you put in your membership number, and you print out your card. It says view card, print card. That's how they do it. It's all electronic now. Now, if I wanted to, and I'm not, I could say, well, I'm going to go to some kind of print shop or something and have them make me a card up. I don't need it. I've given proof. And when I called and got to the email and Facebook, My first cousin is the president. Her son is secretary treasurer, which is my godchild. So it's my family. So who is this Ken? Somebody keeps saying. Well, they say talk to Ken. And actually, it's not the Ladies Auxiliary VFW 2130 anymore. It's the VFW Auxiliary of America. And I looked it up. It is a federal governmental department now. So you're pretending to be a governmental department. So I sent the at to my godchild. He said they were going to look into it. Like y'all did last year, pretended y'all were the front desk and da 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 da. That all got cleared up pretty fast. See, there's consequences for doing what y'all are doing. You may think you're smart and will get away with it, but in the long run, you're not. I don't care if the law gets you now or not. Next year, 2 years, 3 years, God will get you. That's a promise. And y'all keep putting log off, log off, log off. All that's being documented. I have almost 9,000 sheets of paper that's printed up. I have people who's turned in different channels. They sent it to me through email, and I've printed up the whole email with all the documentation of the IP address, everything like that, to prove how many times y'all's been turned into YouTube. I don't know what's going to happen. I do know that one lady, her husband is an attorney, and they're going after one person that hijacked, I guess, her channel and was blocking a lot of the people that was buying out of it. I and Wolf was a couple. There was a few more, and her attorney husband did file suit last month. I don't know where it's going. I do know who it's going to, but they're going to find out who it is, and when they do, they're going to give me the information. I said I don't need it because I already know the FBI is sending out papers to YouTube and Gmail to find out who these people are. Subpoenas. Just like the sheriff department did and found out who one person was. And he says, well, they only called me once and told me not to harass her and to stop emailing her. He admitted it on an open chat. But now he says, no, he's never gotten anything. And he's coming here. I've given everybody a new chance. And what are they doing? The same old BS as before. So blink, you're out. Blink, you're out. Blink, you're out. One of them says, but I only have 2 accounts. So I copied and pasted and sent it to him. And I said, this is what they're putting down. They're using your name in comments and stuff like this. You better check it out if you only have 2 accounts. And see, I had a friend. She was going off of YouTube. And she was doing these little things from All Poetry that she put into video and stuff like this. And she says, Barbara, are you going to make you another account since you quit the spiritual group? I said, yes, I'm going to make another account. But why? The trolls are going to get me. They're going to do this. She says, why don't you use my 3 accounts? Send me your stories, the short stories, the poems, whatever you want, and I'll make your videos for you. The first video had over 7,000 views in less than 24 hours. I was flabbergasted. Very surprised. So see, and the second one had over 5,000, and I just sent her 2 yesterday. So 2 more will be coming up. She has the technology to make it do whatever it wants, but it's my printed stories. Exactly how I've written it, everything. And it's about all different kinds of things. About lost children. It's about weather storms and stuff like that. It's about Native Americans. It's about Westerners. It's about the railroads, stuff like that in olden days. It's also about HOAs, and it's all different kinds. You will never know which story and which thing that's being done off of her 3 accounts, all different names. You won't know if it's mine or not. And she said, if any money is made, I said, I don't want it. Donate it to St. Jude's Hospital. So we signed an agreement between us. Now, mine was an electronic agreement signature, but it was done, and it was put that the money that's made from anything I give her to put online will go to St. Jude's. But isn't that what we're supposed to do? Isn't that how life goes? It's not to be harsh. It's not to be ugly. But the trolls, they don't have no thoughts of their own. They're going to use me for anything. And I understand that. But thank you for the views. Thank you for the watch hours. And thank you for the subscribers. Thank you, those who wants to donate money. I understand that. But I really don't need it. Because why should I go ahead and do private membership chats and stuff like this if the trolls are going to buy into the memberships? It's not fair to the other people. So I'm taking it down. And you donate anything, I'm going to send it right back. Because, see, I've seen too many people use and misuse other people in my whole life. But here on YouTube, it's bad. Donations was made for one person. Now the person don't want to give the rest of the money that was donated because she got in trouble. Then another one, oh, well, we'll donate to support. She doesn't want to be monetized, so they're donating money. But she's not reporting it as income. All that money is income, people. Sorry to say, but I'm an accountant, and I know no matter where you at, don't let somebody turn you in for fraud. Keep yourself safe. Keep yourself honest. Don't take money from people. If they want to, that's fine. And if you're going to take it, well, I guess you need it. But I'm not going to take it. Thank you very much for the donation. But it's going back right back to you. I came on here because of the $500 donation to PayPal. I was checking my account. I was going to order something, and there it popped up. Don't know the name. Nothing like that. So I got with PayPal. I rejected it. It's going back. Didn't even put it in my bank. So I can reject anything like that. Now, if I was such a bad person, wouldn't I have taken that $500 and used it? No. No. I'm not doing that. I'm not that kind of person, people. And if you don't know that by now, then you're the kind of person I don't want to be around. if you're going to be a coward and you're going to keep attacking and attack. I don't want to be around y'all. I got enough people. Yo, you know what? I've been watching the people in and out, in and out. There's going to be about 60 people by the time I get off of this live. That's been in and out. But y'all say, well, it's only 14 people now. But that number's been going up and down and up and down and up and down. I don't care if you're in here while I'm live. If you want to hear it later, that's you. I mean, I'm very appreciative of it, but I don't want y'all getting in trouble because everybody that comes in my lives or on my restreams or StreamYards or anything like that, they get attacked by the trolls for doing nothing, just for being here. Even on the nights we just had prayers. Can you imagine? I had 8 people in the room one night, and we were reading out the Bible. The next day they got with me and they said, oh, the trolls have used my name and they've done this, that. That's what they do. They're cowards. They have no respect. And we were reading word for word from the Bible. So y'all be careful. Again, I thank y'all for the subscriptions, the views, the watch hours, the money. I don't need the money. And if y'all want to continue to watch and sub, that is up to you. I will just keep doing what I like to do. Write short stories, have them put on here or somewhere else. I will keep doing the little short videos or my poems or something that I write up, or my lyrics and put them to music and put them up here. My epoxy. That's my choice. Like I kept telling the cops, why does the good have to be punished for what the bad are doing? And last night somebody said, oh yeah, you need to start delivering pizzas again. The pizzas will not be delivered. DoorDash will not be delivered. Don't you even try, because last year we had a meeting with all the managers and all that. There's a big old red mark saying on their computer, if it goes to this address, block it. Do not make it. Do not send it. They figured almost $7,000 worth of food in almost 2 years had been delivered here that was never paid for. That is hurting y'all's pocket. That's hurting ours. We didn't pay for it, but it comes out of the consumer, because once it leaves the pizza place and gets over here, they can't do anything with it. They can't eat it. They got to throw it away. That makes the pizza prices go up. So who's hurting who here? Not me, not Wolf. It's the trolls that are doing all this. And if they do it to us, you know how many other people has complained that they're doing that too? That's wasting good food. You know what? A large pizza can serve hungry children, a homeless man or woman. You never thought about that, huh? And some of them ordered it through the computer and VPNs. They're all getting all that together. I appreciate those that says y'all need to leave Miss Barbara alone. Thank y'all very much, and may God bless each and every one of you. But they're not going to stop. Okay? Let's leave it at that. Enough is enough. Like I said, I came on here because of PayPal today. And I'm thinking of 3 people right now that could use that $500. But if I took and it was a troll, they would say, see, I paid for her to have some subs, and that's where she's getting her subs and stuff at. I don't think so. Never spent one penny to buy anything on YouTube except to pay for my membership. That's it. And I have given out money to several people in here because they needed it for medication or different things like that. My friends, if I see they need, thank you, Wednesday. If I see they need, I'm going to give to them. It may be, I may have $32 at the end of the month. If they need it within a week of me getting my check, I'm going to send them $20. There's a lot of people on YouTube that can testify that I do that. That I give and not ask for nothing in return. Not even a thank you. You thank the good Lord because it's through Him and through Jesus Christ that I can do this. Be kind to each other. Be nice to each other. Be giving. But don't give to me, please. If we need, and I have to have so many thousand, there's GoFundMe. I've never had a GoFundMe. There was 2 of them that was put up in my name. I got with GoFundMe and I got them torn down right away. I'm not going to go to GoFundMe. If I need, I'll go to my ex-husband and use his charge card. We do so much for him. That's how he does for me. But I always pay him either monthly or, within 3 months or whatever. That's cheaper than trying to take out the trust. Do you know that sometimes it takes 12 working days to get money out of my trust? So I'd rather get it from him, pay it, and then when the trust money comes in, just pay him back. And I've always paid him back. Do you really think that a penny pinching man would just give money and throw it away? Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. But you're not going to see Wolf and I begging for money. We'll never ask. Now, I did ask the niece, my mod. I wanted the crocodile mold. It's part crocodile or gator and part duck. And I've been pouring them up, and I poured up another one today. I do not order from Temu. Other people did, and last year was sending me a lot of stuff. I didn't. I asked her, I said, hey, can you do me a little favor? She said, what? I said, if I write you a check back, can you get me a crocodile? She says, a what? I said, it's a mold of crocodile. She says, well, how much? I said, I think with shipping, it's only going to be like $11. She said, yeah. So as soon as we got it, Wolf wrote her a check. She called me yesterday. She got the check in. I always pay back because you never know when you're going to need that back. See, that's a thing my son never learned. Asked, begged, borrowed, steal, whatever he had to do. He never paid back. If he would pay back in kindness or, oh, thank you, Mama. I love you for helping. I love you for babysitting. Thank you. No, never did. But I've got Boy Scouts that are still talking to me, messaging me on Facebook, very concerned about my health. I've got people that cares, true people that cares, and that's what you need to do. The trolls don't care. So if they don't care about anybody and only care about themselves, why do you need them in your life? And I'm going to keep preaching this over and over because anyhow I preach it, some of you are still doing it. And Wednesday, thank you for last night. I enjoyed your video, your live and all that. I enjoy seeing the catfish. Makes me want to go catfishing or fishing at least. But we've got to drive at least probably what, about 25 miles? How? Yeah, down to Boone's Corner because the lake is not good to fish in. You can fish, and a lot of people does, but they say it's really contaminated by the chemical plants and stuff like that. My problem is I can't get close enough unless there's a wharf for me to fish. Wolf could, and I could sit back and just video him catching some fish. And I'd enjoy that too. So we're going to try to see what's coming up this week with doctor's appointments. And I got to take another MRI, and they think what's wrong with my lower back. I have it in the thoracic and the cervical, which is my neck. And that's where all the pinching and stuff coming from. I'm working through it. I'm living through it. And Oracle got mad at me this morning. I looked like, ugh. You ever wake up in the morning and look like, ugh, you know? She wasn't looking too good either. But when you bond with someone, and trolls bonds with trolls, and they make their things up and they make their own group. But when you bond with somebody like I've bonded with Wednesday because I call her sis. I've bonded with Oracle in a spiritual way, not anything else but spiritual. With Chris and others, God believes in me. Sue, there. Denise, she doesn't hardly come on anymore because her life right now, she fell. I said, dadgum, we're each taking turns falling. But she's trying to see if she's going to move back up to Wisconsin. No, not Wisconsin. Is it Wisconsin? No. Denise wanting to move back. It's up north, wherever her family's from. Then they got the big flood. She says, maybe I should stay down here. But I said, well, you got flood too in Florida because of the hurricanes. Well, yeah, that's true too. So we each has to take our own steps in life. What's best for us? We almost moved to New Mexico. We decided not to. The house was there, everything. We just had to move. We decided not to because then I would have had to be seeing the reservation doctor, and it just wasn't like right here. I'm 4.5 blocks from the doctor, 5 blocks from the hospital, 5 blocks from the bank. I'm about a half a mile from the pharmacy, for my medications and stuff. Now it's a little bit for the specialist, I have to go a little bit further, but everything is right here. What we're fighting is hurricanes. Well, this year the hurricanes are all kind of swooping back into the Atlantic Ocean. Next year we may get a lot of them. We don't know. That's God and the good earth and Mother Nature doing that. So what we need to do is be strong for each other, protect each other, and realize that they don't mean nothing. We just block them out as soon as they come in the room. Now, I'm giving all my mods that permission. Block, 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 block. If you come in and say, take them out, you know what I mean. If I can't get to it, Wolf, because he knows the other trolls. But last night, Wednesday, I did not know Wednesday that I was saying, they said, hi there, or something like that, and I'm like, why is everybody repeating it? Well, since there's a place under this and you can press it if you get to it fast enough. I said, they don't have that on the computer, and we don't. I would have to get on my phone, and I hate my phone to get on live. But Wednesday, you did something right last night. I do know the trolls' names because I've dealt with them for 3 years. I do know their lies. I, like I said, I do know and have evidence on a lot of them. And they're children. They've never grown up in their mind. They're like the kid in the grocery store that sees a candy they want, and their mother slaps their hands and says no, and they throw a temper tantrum. I saw one day. I was in the grocery store. That was before Wolf and I were married. And the mother had two kids with her. One of them went to pull a bag of candy, and she said, "You know, that's not for now. You have to put it up. You have to wait next week. Remember, you're punished." That kid got on the floor, started stomping and screaming and hollering, "My mama just hit me. My mama just hit me." She had not even touched her. So I stayed there to be a witness. The store manager came running and all that, and I saw him take and scratch his hand with his other hand, and it bled. Manager got there, and I said, "Sir, look at his left hand. Look at the blood underneath his nails. He scratched his own self. His mother never put a hand on him." He says, "Well, we've got cameras. We'll check this out." When that child heard cameras, panic, crying, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it." No, 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 no. The other child just sat back with his hands up, not sat back, but stood back with his hands up and said, "I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing." And the mother told the manager, "He does this for attention. He thinks he has to have everything his own way." And his counselor, and then she kept on going, and I'm not going to say, that's what the trolls do. Their little spats and stuff like that. It's all temper tantrums. They can't get their way. You know what, Julie Baptiste? Julia, guess what? I've got your email. Your name is on Sadat Shalom's account. Bye. Proof there. It's also in the court dockets. She's gone. Yeah, and then there's another one's going to come on with almost the same name. Yeah, they. When I found out I had cancer, they just about pushed me over the edge. But I've grown from them. When you're told you've got cancer and then they shave your head and then you have to have cancer surgery and your husband has to leave you to go see about his dying mom and they attack you, they attack him. And when the mother dies, they take the obituary and they dox everybody's name that was on the obituary. Is that correct? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. That shows you I've never doxed anyone. Never. I've never done the horrible things of taking somebody's mother and putting her naked on a video and putting her face on it and making an AI voice to it and saying something about, "I'm calling up for hell. I'm in hell because of my daughter." Y'all, that's sick people. That is really, really sick people. And it's games. They have nothing else to do. Nothing else to do. Yeah, Wolf says the mom and daddy didn't whip their butts enough while growing up. But you know what? I've kept three secrets. Three secrets a lady told me, and I've never exposed them. I should have. Then I wonder what the other person that she had said. I don't know. But when somebody texts you and messages you 5, 6 times a day, and you're complaining that another person is saying your name, and you've called the sheriff department on them and da 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 da, but yet then you say, I've never called you. I never did this. It's all proof on paper. Now, today, I would not trust anything anybody comes up with any print, anything, because now they have computer programs, is what the sheriff department told me, that can make fake texts from Facebook, any of the online chats, anything. They can copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Didn't know that. So y'all be careful. Okay? This woman I had blocked. I've got emails from her that the sheriff department has. And like I said, I've got the proof where she was SS. And SS is actually a fake name. Be careful of who, people are worried about me. Yes, I can tell you for about 6 months, because of all the pizzas, the harassment, the threats to kill us, the DoorDash, the phone calls. The policeman was here. Now, see, that's what they didn't get. They got copies of cop records and stuff like that and posted them on live. But what about the night that the 3 city police was here answering their phone calls that was coming from Maryland? It was copied, and his voice was even heard and recorded. They didn't get that to show. See, when it's against them and it proves them wrong or something like, they will never post it. That's why I said they're cowards. Now, have I posted it? No. I won't. But we warned some of them. You're going to do this against them. You go sneak and you watch their lives. Then they're going to watch yours. They're going to say your names back and forth. I have some videos of it where one guy that attacked us and then said, I'm sorry. She actually sent me the video of it. And I showed the judge. She sent it through Facebook. And others that he sent me. He sent me his own video URL so I could keep them, where he told Kim and Harry and whoever else to leave me alone. Then he attacked me. He attacked the women in my room and said he wanted to, well, let's put it this way, it wasn't nice. Then he did a video saying he was sorry. Now he's doing it again. People like that are mental. Have to expect that. We also need to forgive. But forgiving does not mean that we can't tell what happened. We just forgive the wrong. And we believe that one day, with prayers for them, they change. May not be during my own lifetime. Maybe towards the end of theirs. But you have to remember, YouTube, X, Instagram, all these TikTok stuff, it's all made for drama. And they think because they can get away with it there, they can get away with hurting innocent people. and I'm not going to allow it. So I will testify. I don't want to, but if my health allows it, I can't go to their state, but I can do it like I did from up north to here on Zoom. But I have to be at the federal courthouse because this is a federal case. And I got to bring all of my paperwork. Do you know the plastic containers that holds 4 gallons of milk that you carry around? It's like a graded thing. I've got 2 of those full of papers plus boxes of copied statements from people sending it to me. But what they did is they put the timestamp on it. They showed the date. They have a picture of the live with the name of the person doing the live, what date it was done. It is all documented. And a lot of it was sent to me as a video, which I put on a flash drive in their own words. So, like they say, keep records, keep records, keep records. I knew that from an early age. I knew that from taking accounting. That's why we could prove to the IRS, we proved to the Lake Charles City Police Department and the Sheriff Department, we never stole from the lady, not one penny. And I also testified about what she told me, what medicines she was taking, and what they were doing to her. See, her and I had still been communicating in the background. They didn't know that. So what is happening, AT&T has a copy of the records of every time she called me or I called her up to about 2 weeks before she passed away. She was scared of them. She was scared if she didn't do and say what they wanted her to. She was scared. She was also on a lot of medication, and I told her, look, sis, you got to pray. She says, but I'm Wiccan. I said, you still have a higher power that you believe in. Yeah? Pray. Because you don't know if that my higher power of God and her higher power of whoever could still be the same entity of energy. We don't know. She's never seen her goddesses and gods, and I've never seen my God. They show picture and they make this picture of Jesus and God and everything. Nobody really knows what they look like. How can you put a shape and form to energy that they may be? God may be just energy. He may be an alien. Who knows? He may be a regular person with just superpowers. Who knows? It's our faith and our trust, and especially our prayers and how we help others, that keeps us alive and keeps us going. Like I said, y'all really don't know who I've talked to, who I haven't talked to. And a lot of the trolls are getting with me through Facebook. They said if we stop attacking you, they're going to start attacking us. We don't like what they're doing. And a few of them even apologized and has backed out. You never know what the other person is doing or who they are. Really, you don't. Even Wolf and I have been together for almost 17 years. Well, really 17 years now. But because there was a couple of weeks between our blood binding engagement and the wedding. I don't know everything about him, and he doesn't know everything about me. And we live together every day. Love wins. DP is threatening you. Who are you in the first place? I don't know who you are. Unless you let me know. September 19th. Okay. Your mailbox is full. One subscriber. Oh, Love Wins 2 days ago. This is the kind of person Love Wins. Okay. He posted, and this goes onto YouTube's front page. Okay. When you're a piece of SHIT father and the courts understand you ain't good father material, then they say a name, court won. The house next door down the street is occupied. So I don't know what all this is about, but you have something with DP, take it up with him. No, a friend doesn't do it. And DP wouldn't threaten you. I don't think he would. Hacked your profile. You got with me one day asking me to. You stated that your children was taken away from you. We're not going to have that in here. Okay? You go talk to DP. Okay? Because I can't trust anybody that's brand new within a week. I only barely know DP. Okay? Actually, I just found out that he lives south of me. I didn't know he did. Like I said, you make friends, you meet people, they want to take up for you and all that. Yeah, they're still here. We got 13 people watching. You really think that they're not? We've had 3 or 4 trolls in here as it is. So that's why I make friends the way I do. Sorry, y'all. Wolf made some pancakes and I'm trying to put some syrup on it to let them soak in the syrup and get soft. Not right now. Thank you, though. He even made some bacon and stuff. I'm not very hungry. I've been sick. When I'm sick, I'm not very hungry. And me, I'd rather a breakfast meal than any heavy meal. Chevy truck salesman. Who are you? I don't know who you are. Oh, that's Ford? Well, let's see. Oh, yeah, they're all using the same. Well, you're being nice. I'm going to leave you in here for a little while, but you're having the same images of the other trolls. I like pancakes, and I like that, but I don't like what they do to my sugar. Um, yeah, it's bacon. I like my bacon very soft, and you know how it's still wrinkly? He uses this press. Huh? I know you don't always, but me, I'd rather. Do y'all know what Kush Kush is? Does anyone in here knows what Kush Kush is? Kush Kush. Cuss. Kush Kush. No, you put a little bit of grease in a black skillet. You take white cornmeal and you moisten it with either, and we use water because milk may make it sour. You dampen and you put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper in it, and you throw it in the skillet with the hot grease and you stir fry it. Once you take it out, you put it in a bowl. You don't have to put salt and pepper. You don't have to, because some people likes it sweet. So, but you're frying it light. You're making it look like, I guess, cornbread. But what you do is you break it up into a bowl with some milk and some sugar. Daddy used to use molasses syrup in it. And you eat it like a breakfast cereal. Daddy would get up and he'd holler, Barbara, you leaving for work? I went, you want Kush Kush? Yes, ma'am, please. My daddy had his right arm missing, and the stroke hit his left side, which he couldn't use his hands anymore. And just by his tone, I knew what he would want to eat. Now, my daddy used to say, Barbara Ann. And I'd go to the pantry and I'd get out the Rotel and I'd open up the can. I'd throw it in a pot and then I'd cook some rice. And he'd eat that over that. Rotel, now they have several kinds, but back then it was just it's like a pepper. Stewed peppers with tomatoes and stuff like that. A lot of Cajun dishes. Snow White. Hey, little girl. So, everybody has a different life. I'm not jumping into y'all's lives. I don't want to. I have enough for my own life, my own family, my pets, my friends. And I want to protect people. I always have. Oh, you're going to be live, sis? I'll go in and I want to watch y'all go fishing. Same place? That was beautiful last night. That sunset just lingered and lingered and lingered. It was beautiful. And then you could see the ducks way in the back swimming, and they came around the lake and they came up by y'all, and that was so pretty last night. I really enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing. Trying to cut my pancakes up, and they're good. They're nice and fluffy. Ducks like crackers. If you have crackers, they love it because crackers will float on the water and you throw it to them. We I've been trying. I think I'll pull my wheelchair to the door and just set up my camera. Try to. We've had so many pairs of cardinals come and feed right there by the door. Sparrows. There was about 20 of them one day. We have doves, and there was a baby dove. I thought it was hurt, but Wolf went to throw a towel over it to see, and it flew off. It still had the spots on the feathers. That's how young it was. And then we have squirrels. There's a red hawk, and then we have white owls in the trees across the street. So we have a lot of birds around here that we feed. And like if we have watermelon or something, we go and we throw it way in the back across the street, and the raccoons gets it. So we feed quite a few, even cats. Sometimes they'll get into the food and stuff. And that's what we're supposed to do. That shows you what kind of person a person really is. They go out of their way, they spend their extra money for animals that don't have the food. We really started before the hurricane, but then after the hurricane, we kept going more and more. Because I'm tired of people stealing my picture and making AI pictures of them. That's right, you're not going to see me. Hi. Also, that's why I use StreamYard and Restream, but StreamYard started getting too expensive, and I didn't want to do Restream. I wanted to do YouTube today. Also, anything and everything I have on my computer desk or my work table, people zooms in on it and tries to make some kind of lie out of it. So why are they doing that? One day, I will get back on here with my face. Maybe. Maybe not. Trolls can be mean. They've taken my face, my mother's face, Wolf's face, my ex-husband's face. My ex-husband has done nothing to any of them. They have called Wolf's dying mother and started, yeah. They called his sister that owned a gift shop. Now she doesn't own it no more. She sold it. And started harassing them. They've called different places in town. We went ate and tried to get us kicked out. Didn't. They got us kicked out where I was getting my pretended to be Wolf. Got me kicked out where I was getting my hair washed out. But they got me kicked out after my hair had been cut off and I wasn't going there anymore. And Chevy, why aren't you showing your face on your avatar? Now, my avatar is Psalms 46:10 that I put up in one of my posting, and one of the trolls cut off Psalms 46:10. He cropped it in and said, "Look, she's calling herself God." Who lied there? So I use it as my avatar, and that's the exact picture. So, well, thank y'all, everybody. It's 2 hours. I didn't know it was that long. Remember, be kind to each other, be nice to each other, pray for each other, pray to Jesus and God, pray to your own higher power. Prayer is never wrong unless you're using it to attack someone. May God, in Jesus' name, protect y'all, heal y'all, forgive y'all, and show and share the grace of the Holy Spirit with you. Amen. Good night, everybody.